Welcome, everybody, to episode 2 of the Infernal Brotherhood of Scruffy Looking Nerf Herders review of Star Wars The Clone Wars 2003. Today, we're going to be discussing Season 2.
Yeah!
And god damn it, another reason why I'm kicking myself in the ass for finding this 16 fucking years later.
It was so good.
It's so good.
So
like,
good.
I completely forgot how much I hate Anakin. Like, fuck, this is good.
So season
My
3 is
wife
going to be
wasn't
even
even
better. But what's that?
Oh, dude, I'm excited. I'm excited. Yeah, my wife sat down and watched it with me and didn't talk shit. Well, okay. She didn't talk shit the whole time. She just acted like she didn't know who Mace Windu was and I almost got a divorce.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she knew who it was. She just wanted to see if I'd get mad at her.
So this one had like a whole bunch of different storylines that, you know, everything, all of course fed off of season 1 because this is all these 11 through 20 are season 2 of this series. But you know, it's 10 episodes, 3 minutes each, so it's not too much to take in. You know, they're meant to be these sort of like little commercials.
Yeah.
But we get to see a direct, you know, the next steps of Anakin chasing Asajj Ventress in space. He then pursues her mostly on land, but then she takes off to Yavin 4, and he follows her off to Yavin 4 against Obi-Wan's direct orders.
Yeah.
Watching her kill off that platoon of soldiers was just freaking phenomenal, I thought.
Oh, absolutely. Because you're thinking, oh, okay, you know, this has to be some sort of alien that has a cloaking device. Then you realize, wait, now those are probably forced powers. Then you actually just from a distance, like, man, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Then I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you this way.
It was just
fuck,
so
she's a
good.
badass. Like,
And then,
I really didn't think I could love that character more than I already do.
It actually kind of makes me mad because they redact all of that in the introduction to the actual, like the next version of the Clone Wars. And so, of course, you know, spoiler alert here, but ultimately Anakin kills off Asajj Ventress.
What?
You just watched it.
God, thanks, Adam. I didn't know that.
You just watched it. Okay, but you know, if you just came in the Clone Wars, the movie, the very first movie that starts the Clone Wars series that was released in theaters, it introduced Asajj Ventress. And so it's this weird juxtaposition of this series, which spawned the Clone Wars, already killed off the character that they initially introduced in the movie of the new series.
Yeah.
It's a little strange there, but what I thought was so fascinating was not just the fighting that they were doing back and forth and just sort of messing with each other with the Force trying to gain the upper hand, but also the location. I mean, this is Yavin 4. They end up doing the final climactic battle scene on the top of an ancient Massassi temple that was once inhabited by Exar Kun. I mean, this is some insanely cool, like Star Wars nerdy location type stuff.
Oh, yeah. And they don't even have to announce it, too. As soon as you pull into the, you know, below the fucking clouds and shit, you're like, oh, my God, is that really where they are? Yeah.
It's just so good. And to see the only way that Anakin can truly defeat Asajj is to give in to the dark side.
That was beautiful.
Oh, God. When he just took her lightsaber and she was just like, oh, shit. The look on her face.
Yeah, that was... Yeah,
so
like I said, this is making me not hate the character as much.
Oh, gosh. And then season 3 is going to get so good. I can't wait to talk about it with you. But... so for the sake of this, so that was the main storyline that's feeding through this entire second season. But we also got to see Mace Windu at his most Mace Windu.
Oh my God. Yeah, I just want a movie of that.
I know, he's so great. Mace Windu on Dantooine kicking the shit out of an entire droid army is probably the best thing I could expect to see on a cartoon.
Definitely.
Just sets up the character in such a wonderful way. His power, you know, whether or not, I mean, it very much made him look like a Superman, you know.
Fucking absolutely. And he is. I mean, he's one of the most powerful Jedi that ever existed. And then to watch him just like, oh shit, I don't got a lightsaber. Oh, you guys are still coming? All right, I'm gonna fucking punch you, motherfuckers.
Hand it to hand.
God,
that was so
just
good.
Oh.
There was a scene in, I think it was episode 3, where I can't remember who it was. It was just a sort of a side thing, but I think someone punched a droid and they like reacted like, oh, was it? Oh, I think it was Obi-Wan when he was fighting General Grievous. So he like punched him and it was just like hitting metal, of course. And he was like, oh shit. Oh, but Mace Windu is just like, I don't care. It's like, buddy, I'm going through.
He's just straight up putting dents in him and breaking him in half.
Just so great.
As one would expect.
Yeah. It only would have been better if Samuel L. Jackson did a couple words. Like that would have been the completely coming all over my TV. That would have.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I would have needed a cold shower before we did this.
And then there's this really wonderful side story with Yoda, I guess just traveling with Padme to Coruscant, and then he senses through the Force this assault on the planet of Ilum with the Jedi Master Luminara Unduli and her Padawan Barry Safi, who are fighting off these chameleon droids, and then sort of had to go into this forced trance in order to save their own lives, hoping that someone could come and get them. What I loved about this little twist here was we got to see Yoda use like the mind trick on Captain Panaka.
Yeah, that was pretty goddamn funny.
I'm sorry, Captain Typho. That was my bad.
Whatever. I forgot his name anyways.
That was just awesome seeing him just fuck with the dude. And Senator Amidala is knowing the whole time. She's like, all right.
Yeah. And she's just snickering. Okay, yeah, let's go.
Just fucking with him. Watching Yoda, and we'd already seen him fight Count Dooku at this point because this is after episode 2. And so we knew he could jump around and do all that cool stuff. But just watching him do it and seeing the expression in this little illustrated face, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was
absolutely.
So good.
Like it's nice seeing Yoda with expressions.
Yeah.
Minus the CG stuff. Because I don't know. I still have a hard time watching that shit. Like watching the cartoons, it's so much easier to appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the movies, it's like,
the CG
that looks horrible.
It pulled you out of the realism of the puppet that we all knew. And so that it made it look much, much younger. And so it just totally like that threw you off. But watching the cartoon, you forget of all of that. Plus, it still looks old and aged in the cartoon. So I don't know. It was great. Absolutely.
Indeed.
And then the final one here was I'm sort of skimming past the Padme using C-3PO as bait.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. But I mean, that's okay. I'm going to throw my cloak. Oh, hey, there we go. Zap, zap, zap. And person's down. And then, oh, hey, 3PO, go get this. And then unfortunately, he came back.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was. She wasn't trying to lure the other droids out. She was like, oh my God, this might actually get rid of this fucker.
Yeah. Okay. I want to talk about probably the most exciting part aside from Anakin going full dark side for a minute. And that's the introduction of General Grievous.
Yeah. Holy shit.
We have never seen and will never again see a General Grievous like this. This was the first introduction in any form of the droid general, I think.
Yeah. Pretty damn sure.
And to see him take out 6 Jedi Masters, I mean, it puts that character on this better than a Sith level.
Yeah.
Like he was just, he was owning them with terror. He knew how to just terrorize them and win the battle in their mind and then just completely dominate them physically. Which,
and that's a proper fucking Sith right there.
It was just so good. So it sets you up like, what is this? There's clearly some like I don't know, some alien underneath this in some point because it shows the eye.
You only get that one little glimpse of his eye.
Yeah, but then like we didn't know what he was at this point. We just knew he was like some crazy droid general that terrified Jedi and then murdered them.
Well, not only Jedi, but like Grand Masters. I mean, you had fucking Shaak Ti right there that he was taking out.
Kiadi Mundi was there. I mean, just
I always forget that dude's name.
Tore them up.
Yeah.
Oh God, it was so great watching that. And again, we'll never see that General Grievous like that again because of course they completely changed him in episode 3. We're going to see him again in season 3, which is good because it's going to tie in exactly with the beginning of episode 3. But yeah, that was, I think, probably the best part of this, is just it set the stage, the real stakes of this Clone War for the cartoon.
Yeah. It was holy shit. That's really all I can say about this whole cartoon series, is just, god damn, why did I not watch this sooner? I should have just let go of the prejudices. Sorry, it's Monday. Yeah. I've been drinking since like 4, so
oh my gosh.
And that's what happens when you knock out all your weekend chores in one day.
Oh wow, my goodness.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was just great. What was your favorite parts of this season, if we haven't already talked to them?
As much as it was really short and kind of just like a build up to bringing Yoda in more, like I really enjoyed seeing Barriss and Luminari. Like those are 2 of my favorite Jedis. So seeing them in the temple, and Barriss was building her first lightsaber to become a knight versus just a Padawan. Like that was fucking beautiful. I really, really enjoyed that. And
I'd never heard that, that poem, I guess, that she was saying, that Luminara was saying to Barriss, of, the crystal is the heart of the lightsaber, the Jedi is the heart of the crystal, or it was something like that. And I've never heard that before.
Yeah, neither have I. That was fucking gorgeous.
It's this really beautiful little, so I don't know, poem. I mean, the code Jedi, I don't know, teaching. It was just great. And the whole time she was just, it was crazy, because that episode encapsulated so many wonderful elements of what it meant to be a Jedi. Not only was it, this moment of graduating essentially from a Padawan to a Jedi Knight, but you also got to see that wonderful moment of her using the Force to actually put together her first lightsaber. And then you got to see her use it. And then at the end of that, when they were ready to be crushed, they gave in to meditation in order to save themselves, rather than fighting their way out or something.
Yeah.
Which was just, it's so Jedi that you just don't get anywhere else.
That is true.
Like, there's no way Anakin would have just like meditated there.
Oh, absolutely not.
He would have busted out of there like he was the Kool-Aid man.
Yeah. And then got killed.
Yeah. Oh, but I just love that so much. That was great. Yeah, I don't know. I love seeing, anytime I get to see Anakin like touch the dark side, I get really excited. Like and the colors they used in that battle were so beautiful. Just the deep reds with the cool blues to play off the 2 of them, and then they were both bathed in red at the top of the temple. I mean, God, it was so good.
Yeah, you couldn't light a better dramatic scene.
Yeah,
fucking perfect.
So much fun. So that was season 2 of the Clone Wars. Season 2 was actually released in 2004. Season 3 is longer. So each of the season 3 episodes are going to be 12 minutes each. So maybe we'll do like 2 or 3 each time we review this.
Works for me.
Rather than the whole season, just because they're so much longer, they're going to develop more story stuff.
Yeah, I kind of made my wife feel a little nerdy, because she sat there and watched the entire season with me. As soon as it was over, I looked at her. I'm like, how does it feel to know that you just watched an entire season of a Star Wars show? And then face drops.
She's like, I can't get that time back. All right, so this is great series. Let us know what you guys think of this season 2 of the Clone Wars. We're going to get into the traditional Clone Wars here in just a little bit, but, as of now, I mean, this was all we had between episode 2 and 3. And again, to reiterate what we said last review, this was the first cartoon of Star Wars since the 80s. So, I mean, that's a big time gap. And so for those of us nerds that are just can't get enough of Star Wars in this prequel era, this was just candy. We just ate it all up. It was so wonderful. Let us know what you thought of it. And does it hold any candle to the Clone Wars series that we all know and love that we're finally finishing this year, hopefully, with the new Disney streaming service. So let us know how it compares for you, or your favorite memories of this, or thoughts, or whatever. And until next week, may the Force be with you.
Bitches, will peace out.
Princess Ming. Princess Ming.